Recently, one of the parents called me and then said, we have a big problem. The child is upset. The kid don't want to go to school. Then I was asked, which school, which class? It's a KG student. And the problem, the student did not get first rank. Therefore, the child is upset. We have no tradition of learning. The learning has not gone. Now, you imagine we have great philosopher Swami Vivekananda said, education is man-making. Today, education is not man-making. Syndrome is produced by parents, directed by parents, acted by parents, and then the award is also given by the same parents. So this can be stopped only when I value, only when I win. That has to stop. I value only when you have values inside. Brahmacharya is gone. Brahmacharya is we discuss together, learn together, travel together. That traveling together is gone. It's all competitions. I'll start with a story. Recently, one of the parents called me and then said, we have a big problem. The child is upset. The kid don't want to go to school. Then I was asked, which school, which class? It's a KG student. Then the problem, the student did not get first rank. Therefore, the child is upset. So I asked the mother, it really happened. And I asked, who taught this child first rank means great? No? Is it the teachers or the parents or the student? All of them. All of them have this dilemma. First rank means something. And I'm probably among all the panelists, or maybe if you can find out somebody who can speak on this, I may be the right person, because I was thrown out from a school being the worst student from my 8th grade. I was one of the worst student because I was 27th rank out of 27 students. And among all the 27 students, I'm the only one who became a scientist in the great Department of Space. I'm the only one who reached at the Prime Minister's office at the Deputy Director level in RAW. And I became the Vice Chancellor of a university, though it's a deemed university. I had this privilege of nominating me as a Vice Chancellor for a central university soon after my retirement from the government. But I wanted to serve the society. I took nearly 14 years off the Vanavasa Kalam from the seat in which somebody can sit and rule the country. I was roaming around the country to look at students and parents and teachers. So I spoke to more than millions of students in this country, millions of parents and millions of teachers. So what is happening today is, earlier also the discussion I heard my brother just spoke. No, he talked about the system which we have in West and the East. We are in a confused state. The Zen Z is in a confused state. Probably I keep saying my parents were much better. My next generation may be much better, but we are the worst people who have to be sandwiched in between these two, right? We have to hear all these blames. We are not in a 21st century. One of the biggest problem, we refer to 21st century education. I keep saying we are not in 21st century. Century is 100 years. Earlier, Professor Rao was talking about change. You imagine the change happened in last 5 years. 2.5 years back, when I was talking about logistics management using AI, somebody started talking about, why are you talking about this? It doesn't relevant. I said, 2 years you wait, it will be relevant. I said. So the world is moving very fast. Nowadays, you can get a PhD from somebody by paying money, and trophies are given, honorary doctorates are given. It has been a big business. Why? It is a syndrome not in the KG level to the PhD level, trophy, award. People pay 25,000 rupees, attend a function just to get a certificate from somebody, put a picture there, and then that will become a great message. I keep visit. You know how many school semesters in? 10,000 schools. All the Gulf schools I have visited. When you go to principal room, you only see trophies behind. And I keep scolding them. What are you trying to promote? Is it that school is making people to buy trophy? I have not seen a single principal room with the books behind, library behind. I told I will only recognize and admire somebody who has got a library behind their sitting room. I have not seen. Students only read for examinations. We have no tradition of learning. The learning has not gone. Now, you imagine we have great philosopher Swami Vivekananda said education is man-making. Today, education is not man-making. There are two types of education. One is job-giving education and probably life-giving education and life-making education. So if you want life-making education, I think we should have the ability to learn celebration models, all that what we see in the movies, all that is fine. I remember one of the recent movie, Telugu movie is there. I stay in Hyderabad. So Telugu movie, it talks about 35 marks is not a big thing. 35 మార్కులు అంత పెద్ద కథ కాదు అన్న చిన్న కథ. That shows a mother is not able to motivate the child to study. You know what happened after that? The mother who is not even 10th class pass joins in the school and study parallelly to get a 10th class certificate. That motivates the son to study. So I'm saying the syndrome is produced by parents, directed by parents, acted by parents, and then the award is also given by the same parents. So this can be stopped only when I value, only when I win. That has to stop. I value only when you have values inside you. And that will come not by the entrepreneurial generation which is yet to come, or maybe people are getting troubled by that. That should become no comparison should happen. It's only compassion should happen. Now what is happening is comparison. If you ask students to study together, I have got 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers, a block. I keep saying group discussion. Children will say, no, we don't discuss group. Acharyat padamadatte padam shishya samedhaya padam sa brahmajaribhya padam kalakramenacha. That brahmajaribhya is gone. Brahmajaribhya is we discuss together, learn together, travel together. That traveling together is gone. It's all competitions. If the competition doesn't go, I think we have performances but no purpose. We have performances but no purpose. We have a trophy but we don't journey together in life. Life doesn't become a journey. We keep saying life is not a travel. Life is a journey. I think tomorrow's books will say life is a travel. Shift me from school to job, job to retirement. Everybody has got a big dream. That should change. And we should be learning how to partner with my partners and how to share with my people. And this has to come from the parenting. So the parents are not the dictators. They are not directors. I keep saying we have got lot of schools. CBSE school is the most famous schools, right? You tell me CBSE school now. Day for yesterday was our first education minister's birthday. I was there in Bombay with a college to celebrate that. He is not educated in schools. He is a homeschooled person. Understand, we are talking about somebody who created UGC here, NCERT here, first Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology here. He was homeschooled. So what are we doing now? We don't understand unless somebody goes to a CBSE school, they are not great. What is CBSE? Central Board of Secondary Education. Secondary education starts with the 9th class. Then how can you have a KG in a CBSE? We don't understand. Education has become a fooling practice, labeled and acknowledged and licensed by government. So I think we need to have a change. The change should come from the parenting. All the CBSE schools are for parents. Most of the government schools are for teachers, but we don't have schools for students. So what we need is a school for students where only empathy, patience, humility, and sharing, caring, loving, physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual development should happen. So I have a concept called the Grandma Child Care Shiksha Gurukulam from age 3 to grade 3. You look at Grandma Dr. TPS, you will see a lot of videos. There are many schools running different part of the country, starting from Bengal to Kerala. Schools are run in homes where they teach, the grandmother teaches traditional. Up to 7th class, we have declared new education policy have to be informal. But what happened after the new education policy? Earlier, nursery was not part of the traditional grade schools, banner schools. Now, nursery also become part of the international schools. And they run the same. I think nothing have changed. New education policy have not changed anything. It will not change in India because it's all in the private companies department. I think we need a thorough look at all these. And why to grow? It is not to win. The grow in terms of your generation should be learners. The basic principle of learning should happen. Ahara nidra bhaya maithunani samani chaitani nranam pashunam jnanam naranam adigo vishesho jnanebhina pashubi samana. If that is not understood by people, knowledge is what creates us extra, but not certificates and trophies.